Love is Blind. Megan Walerius addresses Mike Brockway split allegations and why she chose Jordan Keltner. Love is Blind Season 9 returned viewers to the Denver pods with a triangle that sparked headlines: Megan Walerius, real estate investor Mike Brockway, and tatted single dad Jordan Keltner. In a same-day exclusive conversation, Megan explained how she cut ties with Mike in the pods, why she trusted her intuition, and how the post-cast announcement controversy around Mike landed with her. She also reacted to his public statement and locked in where she stands with Jordan as the season rolls toward its final drops, episodes 10 to 11 on October 15th and episode 12 on October 22nd. Before the engagement, Megan and Mike connected over wealth and health, but Megan says she identified familiar patterns she wanted to leave behind. "We did have a strong connection in the pods," she said, "but I think I just started to see some of the same patterns that I saw with previous relationships." She added that there was one evening where he respectfully walked out on me, and that was kind of a red flag. Megan described the inflection point that led her to choose Jordan Keltner. "I just kept hearing this reminder in my head, like, do what you've always done to get what you've always gotten. And that was Mike for me, as he reminded me a lot of my past relationships, my exes." She continued, "I really took this experiment to heart and wanted to do things differently in hopes of a better outcome, and I knew then that I had to call it quits." That decision preceded a flood of online claims about Mike. Megan said that as soon as the Season 9 cast announcement came out, former employees of the Airbnb investor began posting allegations that he owed service providers and small businesses thousands of dollars each in unpaid wages. Megan emphasized she wasn't privy to it in the pods. "I don't know the details around what's being said, but she admitted the chatter does make me feel a lot better about my decision to go with Jordan." Mike, 38, emerged late in Season 9 but quickly became a focal point. He identified himself on the show as a real estate investor originally from New York and living in Denver, Colorado. He described belonging to a tribe of wealthy men and reconnected with Megan in episode 9 during a group meetup, where their history and his interest resurfaced on camera, what Mike Brockway has said publicly. As attention mounted, Mike posted a message on social media: "Still learning, still growing. I'm not perfect and I never will be, but my intentions have always come from a place of curiosity, care, and wanting to understand people better. Sometimes when you're moving fast and stepping into things that push you out of your comfort zone, you're going to stumble. That's part of learning, part of life, and part of growth." Earlier in the season, viewers also flagged a tense exchange in which Mike spoke about diet and diabetes while discussing Jordan's child. On camera, he said, "I have a friend that was pre-diabetic and he just totally changed up his diet. And now he's good," adding that health and nutrition has to be top of mind. Allegations surrounding business deals and a 2023 lawsuit. Outside the pods, a Denver area cleaning service named Scrub Club Denver claimed Mike owed thousands of dollars, and posts circulated accusing Mike and Peak event partners of stiffing vendors tied to a 2023 wedding. Separate from social media, Colorado Hospitality Services filed a lawsuit in September 2023 naming Mike Brockway and Mile High Event Management LLC, among others. The case was resolved in February 2024, with settlement terms not publicly disclosed. The reporting further recaps client complaints about unreturned messages and worries about unfulfilled wedding services prior to events. These remain allegations. No criminal charges are described in the reporting. The lawsuit's resolution does not confirm fault, and public documents cited in coverage reflect contested claims about performance and communication failures. How Megan Walerius processed the conversation and the claims. Megan didn't say she knew about the controversy while filming. She reiterated that in the pods, he didn't mention any of it. "Watching the season now," she said, "yes, good on you for listening to your gut." That instinct, combined with her goals for the experiment, made her more confident in the path she chose. Her decision centered on the behavior she observed in real time. She cited the moment he respectfully walked out as a turning point and framed her exit as a choice to break her own pattern. "I really just leaned into finally listening to my intuition." Cast and key players mentioned. Megan Walerius, 35-year-old holistic nutrition consultant and brand owner, nicknamed Sparkle. She connected with Mike in the pods before ultimately choosing Jordan. Mike Brockway, 38-year-old real estate investor, originally from New York and living in Denver, Colorado, associated on the show with a private tribe of wealthy men. Later the subject of vendor complaints and a prior 2023 civil lawsuit that settled in February 2024. Jordan Keltner, tattooed single dad who got engaged to Megan in the pods. His off-screen life and role as a parent are referenced during the season and in the reunion meetups. Colorado Hospitality Services, civil plaintiff in the September 2023 lawsuit naming Mike Brockway and Mile High Event Management LLC, the matter resolved by February 2024. Peak Event Partners, company name included in public complaints about wedding services in 2023. Scrub Club Denver, cleaning service that publicly claimed Mike owed thousands of dollars. Timeline, Season 9 drops and the Denver conversation. As of October 13, 2025, episodes 1 to 9 are streaming on Netflix. Episodes 10 to 11 arrive October 15th, and episode 12 lands October 22nd, America/New_York. The late season meetup in episode 9, where Mike and Megan speak one-on-one, is part of what reignited fan debate heading into the final batches of episodes. Analysis, what it means for Love is Blind. Analysis, the format depends on choices anchored in the pods, and Megan frames hers as a conscious break with habit. The specifics she cites, how someone speaks under pressure, leaving a conversation midstream, and the consistency of values, fit the experiment's thesis that behavior in the pods previews compatibility later. That framing doesn't resolve any business allegations, it simply explains her process with Mike and why she pursued a different outcome with Jordan. Analysis, for Mike, multiple narratives now compete on-screen and off. On-screen, he presents as a self-described jack of all trades and leans into health-forward talk that, at times, reads as blunt, including the brief exchange about diabetes and diet. Off-screen, he faces reputational concerns tied to vendor complaints and a 2023 to 2024 civil case. His public statement about Stumble S and growth is a bid to control that narrative heading into the season's final week. Where Megan and Jordan go from here. Megan says the outside noise hasn't changed the reason she chose Jordan. Whether it's true or not, it does make me feel a lot better about my decision to go with Jordan, she said, adding that rewatching only reinforced that instinct. The remaining episodes will reveal how that choice plays out after the pods, but her comments make clear she stands by the call she made. Love is Blind Season 9 continues this week, shows. Expect more fallout from the Denver conversations and a clearer picture of where Megan Walerius, Mike Brockway, and Jordan Keltner land when episodes 10 to 11 drop on October 15th and episode 12 on October 22. Love is Blind Season 9, who is contestant Megan Walerius? Age, job, Instagram, and relationship status explained. Megan Walerius, also known as Sparkle Megan, is one of the Colorado singles looking for love on Season 9 of Love is Blind. During the pod phase, Megan formed two strong connections that pulled her heart in different directions. Her connection with Mike Brockway was familiar. She shared he reminded her of past loves, which made her hesitant to pursue him further. Her connection with Jordan Keltner was unexpected, and she was intrigued by the unknown. In the end, she chose Jordan, accepting his proposal before meeting face-to-face. The couple had a fight during the honeymoon portion of the experiment, but they still remain one of the strongest couples going into episode 10. Curious to know more about the woman that captured multiple hearts this season? We got you covered. Here is everything you need to know about Megan Walerius. Who is Love is Blind Season 9's Megan Walerius? Megan spent her 20s and early 30s building her career. In the pods, she spoke about how being a successful entrepreneur affected her love life, saying it was difficult to prioritize both. She opened up about her past romances, sharing she dated a wealthy workaholic and a younger guy with no money, but now, she's ready for something in the middle. How old is Megan Walerius? Megan is 35 years old. Her astrological sign is Aries, which means her birthday must fall between late March and mid-April. What is Megan Walerius's occupation? Megan is an entrepreneur. According to her LinkedIn, she founded VEYDA, a wellness business that offers virtual and in-person memberships at their various health clubs. Veda's LinkedIn bio reads, "Veda is setting a new standard in personalized wellness and preventive health. We deliver medical, performance, nutrition, and recovery services in one social-forward membership powered by evidence-based care, advanced technology, and AI-driven insights." Before entering the wellness space, Megan built a successful career in the oil and gas industry. What is Megan Walerius's Instagram? It is unknown if Megan and Jordan say "I do" in the finale. They do have a strong connection, so it seems very possible they are still together. As an Asian woman, this season of Love is Blind is unwatchable. As we well know, reality TV is not typically an accurate source of reality. But every once in a while, you'll catch a glimpse of something on screen that precisely reflects the world we live in, and never in a good way. The most recent season of Netflix's Love is Blind has just kicked off and already, it's a mess. I'm talking about out-of-touch comments about a woman's weight, archaic views on homosexuality, and a deeply uncomfortable moment where a male contestant repeatedly pressures his fiancée into having sex despite her clear discomfort and boundaries. It might be the worst season of the show yet. But amongst the arguably more problematic scenes that had my blood boiling, there's one moment in particular this season that hit very close to home for me. Watch Patrick opening up about this ethnicity on Love is Blind. Article continues after video. When the season first aired, I was pleasantly surprised to see, not just one, but two Asian American contestants, Patrick Suzuki and Anna Yuan. Because, listen, in an industry and a subsection of entertainment that frequently dismisses Asian faces and stories, this was a win. And I was intrigued, to say the least.